This feels like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trinity Entertainment and WBM proudly present the main event of the evening. 10 3-minute rounds for the Commonwealth Silver Super Middleweight Championship, live from the York Hall here in London's East End. Your officials have been appointed by the Commonwealth Boxing Council. Your supervisor is Miss Debbie Down. Your timekeeper at the bell is Brett Bowles, and your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Kieran McCann, Sean McAvoy and Terry O'Connor. And when the action begins, your referee is Kevin Parker. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, in the blue corner, with an unbeaten 8 wins, 2 by way of knockout and a draw. Weighing in 167 pounds, 8 ounces, and tonight he wears the white shorts. Please welcome from Ipswich, Suffolk, Frankie Ace Davey! And moving over into the red corner with an unblemished record of 12 wins, 1 by way of knockout, weighing in 167 pounds and 9 ounces. And tonight he wears the pink and purple shorts. Please welcome from Bromley, Kent, James Hitman Hawley. Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Gents, we've been through the final instructions in the dressing room, and you know what I expect: a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Commonwealth Silver Super Middleweight Championship.
A spicy affair guaranteed. All set to go. Our top of the bill here tonight, live on the Box Nation YouTube channel from the York Hall Bethnal Green. Scheduled 10-rounder for the Commonwealth Silver Super Middleweight title. Beware, everybody, both have won early in this ring. Will either dare go for it early, given that the stakes are now so high at this point in their career. Huge window of opportunity for the winner here tonight, should we have one. Who's your favourite, Richie, in terms of assessing their careers to date?
Well, I think Hawley's probably the more experienced, just slightly. I mean, they're both having their first 10-rounders, but he's been over the 6-round schedule 4 times, whereas Frankie Davey has only been 6 rounds just the once, and now he's into a 10-rounder. So they'll both be a little hesitant probably to set a high pace because they're doing their first 10-round contest. But slight height and reach with James Hawley, who started, I think, he's probably settled a little bit better behind that jab. But it's a very even contest on paper, Paul. So let's just see how it goes.
I think that's why it's excited so many fans, actually. Hard to weigh it up and make a clear case either way. An intriguing affair in prospect. Both have shown a lot of ability, a lot of untapped potential, if I could put it like that.
Both a little bit tense in this first round as well, which is understandable. Both well supported. Scouting mission in this first round for both of them, just looking at each other and just feeling each other out. I think Hawley's just working a little bit better with those straight shots, especially his jab. He's just establishing his jab a little bit better than what Davey is.
I would agree. But Davey, unflustered, as Richie has said, having a good look. Davey now claims the centre of the ring. Jab not quite as accurate as what we've seen earlier in the round from Hawley.
Yeah, it's just falling short. See, that's better work from Hawley, and Davey's jab just falling short a little bit. So he's got to sort the distance out a little bit better and measure. See, he's falling short with that shot. Got to get a little bit closer, maybe a little bit more head movement as he's going forward. But Hawley's probably just settled slightly better.
Nice little sharp left around the side of the Davey right hand. Davey took it well enough. It wasn't quite accurate. It wasn't on the point of the chin or anything like that, but it was letting Davey know that Hawley looks razor sharp. I've always thought he had athletic ability, Richie, Hawley.
Yeah, good right hand there from Davey. That was his best shot of the round so far. So he found the distance there. Yeah, but like I say, Hawley just slightly, settled slightly better.
Sam Gilly, your early view on it.
Yeah, and it started off as like a fencing job, both for the battle of the jabs, both trying to find their range. I agree with Richie that Hawley did settle in a little bit, but he has got good pedigree, James Hawley, but he's been around for a long time. I remember he done a 6-rounder on the show when I boxed my Southern Area title. He's been around for a long time doing these 6-rounders. He's been in and out of the game, but he has been around a long time, so he has got experience. He has been obviously around the game for a long time, so I think he did settle better, so this is good for him to be in this 10-rounder. Yeah, I think he's one up there.
I think the hope from the Hawley side is that now they know that they're at 168, they make the championship weight, they do it properly, that gives Hawley the platform.
Corners,
because his weight has
seconds.
veered a little bit.
Yeah.
Over the years of his career.
He was at middleweight when I
Seconds out.
the same show.
You're quite right, up and down actually.
Yeah.
But this, again, we remind everybody for the Commonwealth Silver Super Middleweight title.
And he's still only 26. Am I the only one that gets older every year? Everyone just seems to be around for ages and they're still in their 20s.
You don't need to worry about things like that just yet, Sam. So Frankie Davey, unflustered despite the fast start from Hawley. Nice and composed from Ipswich. Probably feels slightly like he's away from home, but then again, after all, for the Suffolk boy, first 4 pro fights, Richie, were in Norwich.
Enemy territory, as they say.
There's a big Ipswich Town flag actually over our right shoulder tonight.
I think we've got to see a tempo change from Davey, actually. I think Hawley's settling in again a little bit better. He's controlling, working from the centre of the ring. And Davey's trying to match him with the jab. And see, he's falling short again there with his right hand. So he needs to get closer. So he probably needs to double up his jab a little bit more and move his feet into range. And just up the tempo a little bit. That's what Davey needs here. Because, again, he's just allowing Hawley to dictate with his jab.
Will the rounds be in his mind though, Richie? Do you know what I mean? The first long distance, will that be in the back of both fighters'
Absolutely,
minds?
I think spot on. Spot on. First 10-rounder for both boxers.
It's always a trade-off though, guys, isn't it? You know, once you get into championship class, giving away rounds because you don't want to get started too soon, you can give yourself too much to do. Yeah. And for me, he's in danger of doing that here, Davey.
He started really well, Hawley.
Very composed. The boy from Bromley in Kent.
Yeah, just growing in confidence more and more, I think, Hawley. And Davey, for me, he's got to just change things and be a little bit more assertive, be a bit more aggressive, and maybe push Hawley back a little bit more.
Thinking back the years in this division to David Starry, Richard, you'd remember him.
Yeah,
he was a very good fighter from the same part of the world as Davey. Starred here a few nights.
Yeah, he went 12 rounds with Calzaghe, didn't he?
Yes, he did, actually.
David Starry. Very skillful boxer, David Starry was.
Just the way he sets himself, the shoulders and all of that, actually reminded me a little bit watching Davey tonight of the way Starry used to set himself. But Starry was a very composed operator. And Hawley's just looking a bit too sharp at the moment for Davey.
Yeah, he's just controlling things in terms of the pace, I think. I think Davey's still, he's trying to establish, trying to get close enough, but he's not busy enough for me, Davey.
Correct.
He's waiting a little bit too long.
Yep.
Waiting, that's better. Take the initiative yourself. Better enter the round.
Not sure it was enough, though, to get a share of it. Sam, all the same, what do you say?
No, I agree. Another round for Hawley. He needs to get a hold of this fight, Davey, because he's letting Hawley be comfortable. Like, look, Hawley had a good start to the round, then he went for a little walk, just all of his own accord. There was no pressure put on him, and he weren't really put under any stress. So yeah, I've got Hawley 2 up.
Needs to settle, needs to get to work. That's what they're telling him.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Hawley comes out from the other side. From the red corner, looking really composed, very, very confident indeed after the start he's made here tonight on the biggest night of his career to date. Looks a good fighter at the moment, but the circumstances are falling nicely for him to look good, Richie.
Yeah,
if I could put it like that.
Yeah, at the moment he's just he's gaining more. He's gaining more confidence, Hawley, the way he's boxing. I thought the first round was very close. I thought he just nicked it, Hawley. But the second round, for me, he won. And he's growing in confidence. So that's why we need to see something different from Davey. He's got to get, he's got to start getting into this contest a little bit more, really. And he's got to go on the attack and maybe push his opponent back. He's got to do something different. He's still waiting on the outside, looking for that perfect shot. And it's not happening for Davey. So he's got to be busier.
I can't see what the perfect shot would be when you're outside range. Is he hoping that Hawley might fall short and he can uppercut him or something like that? I don't see him getting into position to throw it at the moment.
Probably throwing the right hand. He has thrown a couple of 1-2s, but I don't know. He's just waiting a little bit too long. May not be aware of that himself. See, there's the good shot. There's that 1-2. That's what he's got to do more of. And like we've said before, his first 10-rounder, but he's got to watch that the rounds don't slip away, Paul, early on, you see. That's the problem you've got.
That's my fear for him.
There's two different types of punches coming out from each man. Hawley's is nice and sharp and crisp, whereas Davey looks more like he's pushing the shots. And he's a little bit more snap.
It's too tentative at the moment. This is a night to go out and grab a career opportunity. Stakes much higher tonight than ever before in the career of either man. Again, he's falling short.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too far out, isn't he, you see? So he's got to double. That's what he's got to do. What Hawley's just done, he's got to double up his jab and move his feet into position. Then he can let his right hand go after that. So that's what he's got to do. Now he's got to get on him, push up closer. But like I say, when he's doing that also, just move that head side to side. That's a little bit better. Look, he's closed that gap, you see.
Hawley does need to be careful for me, Richie. There's just been one or two little glimmers of an opportunity to throw a right uppercut by Davey.
Look at that, that's good boxing there from Davey, much better there.
Needs a big surge the last 20 seconds, maybe, to shade the round, Davey.
Just needs to keep Hawley stressed. Don't let him have that comfort to breathe and just do things at his own pace. The second he puts a little bit of extra pressure on his feet, Hawley will make a mistake. There you go.
Better signs from Davey. Right at the end of the round. Interesting round to score. What's your verdict, Richie?
I thought Davey might have just nicked that, Paul. He upped the work rate, it was better from him, and he sort of ended the round sharper, throwing more punches, and that may have caught the judges' eye also. Ending the round's always a good thing to do to impress judges. So yeah, for me, he's probably just nicked the round. A close round, but it's 2-1 for me now for Hawley.
Have you got it, Sam?
Yeah, I agree. He finished nice and strong. Started to impose himself on the fight, land some successful shots, and Hawley looked a little bit lazy for me, going on the back foot, going for a walk. Do you know what I mean? Maybe take it like he's 1-2 on a spin, taking your eye off the ball, thinking, oh, this is easy. It's a little bit of immaturity maybe coming through. Right, stay switched on. You need to be switched on for the whole 3 minutes of the round.
In this game, a second can change a man's whole life.
Round 4.
Davey keen to get on with it. Hawley took every second there to compose himself again after that late flurry at the end of the third from Davey. Davey claims the centre of the ring. Hawley starting to, Davey starting to find the range a bit better here, Richie.
Yeah, I think he's got some decent boxing skills when he gets his feet into the right position, and he certainly had a better round that last round. So there's a bit of flair about him now, and a bit of speed, which I like. Just got to see more of it.
Tiny little half steps, not even half steps backwards from Hawley, inviting Davey on and maybe into trouble, but Davey is not really falling for the trap.
Good by Davey, that.
There's a cut.
Cut.
Hawley is cut. Left eye.
That was a punch as well, I believe.
I certainly didn't see any heads involved in that, Sam.
Good signs for Davey.
The first significant change in the shape of this fight, and it comes in the 4th round. Hawley knows he's cut and takes appropriate action as he sees it, gets close. No panic, I will say, from Hawley, nor indeed from the corner, but he's having a little dab now and then at the cut.
The speed and snap of the shot is actually better with Davey. He has got a little bit more speed about him. More eye-catching work is from Davey.
He's changed it round from the first 2 rounds, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Certainly starting to relax into his work here, Davey. Starting to look a better version of himself. And you know so much better than me, of course, both of you, but when you see that your man is cut like that, it must give you a little jump of the heart inside. It must do wonders for your morale, definitely.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence. When you do target it, you try and land another shot on that cut.
Do you know what? The first time I cut someone was Sam Amidi over 4 rounds. Cut him in the first round, and I went absolutely hell for leather after, and I was absolutely knackered after that. So it can have the opposite effect sometimes.
No, noted,
as well,
but he hasn't fallen into that trap, and that's to his credit, Davey. Nice and composed in that round. Might have just got a little bit closer again on the cards, guys.
Yeah, close round, isn't it? I just thought that Davey may have just nicked it again, so I got it all square at this stage. Yeah, but it was a close round indeed. But Davey he seemed to find in the way now with the faster punches, and Hawley is still. I think Hawley's doing some good work, you know, with that double jab, but his punches are a little bit slower than Davey. Davey's sort of always catching. He's catching your eye with his work.
Yeah, he seems to have settled really, like Hawley settled into the first couple of rounds really well, and Davey seems to have settled into 3 and 4. And Hawley sort of come off his game a little bit, so it's been a right turnaround in 4 rounds.
It looks like the cut is right across the eyebrow
Round 5
of Hawley, the left eyebrow. The blood isn't flowing at the moment, but it's a target, as Richie has said, for Davey. And also, because of where it is, Richie, if he can open it up again, the blood is going to run into the eye. It's not down the side.
Yeah, that'll be the problem, obviously. So he's got to protect that cut. Occasionally just move off to his right rather than moving around to his left, because he'll walk onto a shot like that, so he's got to watch it as Hawley. Just occasionally just change your movement pattern, step off to the right-hand side, away from that right-hander of Davey.
Everything is just that little bit more smooth and confident now about Frankie Davey than it was in the first couple of rounds. Hawley trying to put a bit of extra muscle into that work at close quarters.
Yeah, well, that's where he would want it, I think, up close.
Just need to relax in their moments, though.
Yeah.
You know, like rather than winging the right hook to the body, just have a little look.
Yeah.
Tuck your hands around your head, just have a little look, stab through the middle. Like, be a little bit more methodic about what you're doing, rather than just winging in with a right hook to the body. That's the difference between just landing one, slapping around the side, and really landing a body shot that's going to take somebody out. Good right hand.
Pressure starting to build here from Davey. Hawley doing his best to appear unconcerned by the cut and by the swing in the overall shape of this fight. But it was smooth and easy going for 2 rounds for James Hawley, and now he knows he's going to have to work very hard indeed to win this. It's Davey doing most of the leading off here, Richie.
Yeah, and I think he's just naturally slowed down a little bit, hasn't he, Hawley? And those shots that he's throwing, that Davey he can sense them, he can see them coming, and he seems to adjust. But again, this is a close round, this one.
Still time for either one of them to claim it. 40 seconds.
Looking fatigued here a little bit, Hawley.
I wonder
winging
as
in.
well that the zipper's certainly gone out of his work. I don't know whether it's more mental, given that 1 or 2 things have gone against him, Hawley.
Yeah, he's most certainly just naturally slowed down a little bit.
Also, I'm not sure about if he is just feeling a little bit of a low moment physically. You know, going around the outside with your back against the rope, you're just expending more and more energy.
Yeah, good left hook by Davey. That's another Davey round for me. Turn this right round, 3-2.
Body language so much more positive in that Davey corner now than what, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy early on in the round. Hawley really going for it, but not a lot really got through. And there's Davey coming back with a couple of little sneaky jabs here and there. The speed is sort of still with Davey. Close round, but yeah, I think you're right. I think Davey just nicked it.
Lost his way just a little bit, Hawley. Can happen in title fights. We see it all the time, Richie. You know, the back and forth, little episodes when one guy gets on top.
They're the best ones, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Swings and roundabouts.
Absolutely. That's the fascination of
Corners,
it. But look how
10
confident
seconds.
Davey now appears to be. Can we get on with this, please, referee?
Seconds out. Round 6.
So we're into the second half. It's anybody's to go out and claim to be grabbed with both hands. He was too keen, wasn't he?
How are you getting a telling off of being too keen? Just let him fight, ref. Good shot.
Hawley seems to have got the memo. You need to up it.
Yeah, I think that's what's come from the corner, Paul. They're saying, listen, you've got to drag this guy into a dogfight, a toe-to-toe battle.
I think you and I at least both believe that might favour Hawley if it becomes that fight, Richie.
Yeah, I think that's what he's got to do, and I think he's been told that. Get on you know, put pressure on and try and draw him in and have a toe-to-toe with him. Because he's been outboxed at distance. So that's what I think that's the message that's come from Hawley's corner. And he's going to try and drag Davey into that toe-to-toe battle.
Davey tried to throw a big counter at the start of that exchange. I think it's still a danger, I really do, for Hawley in that way, Richie.
Yeah.
The swings are very wide from Hawley as well, and Davey's got nice straight shots down the middle.
Exactly, down the middle and up through the, as I said before, the uppercut potentially.
Lovely. Again, there you go.
There it is.
Right on cue.
Hawley took it well. It's an intense, hard round in the middle of this fight, with both seeking to establish dominance. I can see now why there was such a buzz in the trade about this fight.
Yep. And in these situations, Paul, very often now the ring position is really crucial to both these boxers. Hawley, for me, he's got to try and push Davey back onto the ropes, restrict the movement a little bit, make his feet come square, then switch the attack downstairs to the body. Whereas Davey's got to try and stay central and outbox his man at mid and long range and control that distance, and he'll do that better from the centre of the ring. So it's who can establish the style onto the opponent. But I think Hawley, he started this round well. He seems rugged and determined, does Hawley, but he's got to drag him.
Catches him with an absolute peach. An absolute peach of a right-hander. Davey, I think, is going to beat the count. How well has he taken the shot? He backs away. He's showing the referee, Parker, that he's okay to go on. Hawley knows he's there to be finished. The crowd has gone absolutely crazy here. The jump,
25
absolutely
seconds.
in the energy level. The change in the fight, the big breakthrough moment, but Davey catches him with the left, and Hawley felt that to his bootstraps.
Incredible. Hawley catches him with an uppercut, but then walks onto a good left hook, and Davey's trying to throw it again, and there's the uppercut from Hawley. Again, what a contest. What a punch that was for James Hawley.
Davey took it incredibly well and beats his chest as he goes back.
I love boxing.
Great round.
Wow, what a round. We're saying about Hawley with the wide hooks. The first time he changes it to an uppercut, look what happens.
Tremendous
That's
shot.
a great shot.
That's the best shot of the contest so far. What a peach of a punch to see from this angle.
Oh.
There it was there, straight to the middle.
I think he
Belter.
must have been about 66-1 to beat the count, Richie. I really do.
Fair play, Frankie Davey, from getting up for that. That is a peach of a right uppercut. And he's banged his chest at the end, and he's game to carry on. Fair play, kid.
He's telling them now, I feel fine, absolutely fine. Let's go, he says.
Go.
Corners,
I love that.
10 seconds.
Shows he's a fit boy to be able
Battle,
to wear that and
seconds
carry on.
out.
Battle joined.
Round 7.
Well, that was a 10-8 round, wasn't it, for Hawley with the knockdown. I've got it 57-56 now to Hawley. He's just sneaked ahead.
Hawley's
With
left right eye's come up from somewhere.
It has. Talk about a seesaw affair. Hawley looking classy early on. Davey slow to get started. Then he relaxed and started to box very, very well. Find the target. Hawley under pressure with a cut.
Well,
Then Hawley responding, showing that physical strength that he's got, Richie, and then producing an amazing uppercut, which seemed to starch Davey. Davey wore it unbelievably well. What a fight.
Well, yeah, we said in the last round that Hawley, we thought that the corner would have said to him, listen, you've got to get up close. He certainly did. He landed the uppercut. It's even more so now from Davey that he's got to box at range. That'll be on his mind now when they're close, because Hawley's going to try and catch him with that shot again. So it's so important for Davey now to control things behind the jab and box at distance. That's what he's got to do.
Hawley needs to trust his defence with his hands a little bit more. Everything he does, he tries to move his head out of the way or take away with his feet. Just put the pressure on with your feet. Get both hands up, catch, and then try and work inside. Just shut that distance a little bit.
It does make him look a bit vulnerable, doesn't it?
Lovely, dangerous straight right hand. That was from Davey again. He delivers it in that 1-2 combination. He's done it well tonight. But again, the confidence is with Hawley. Can he find another one of those short right uppercuts on the inside? Because that's the shot he'll be looking for again, Hawley.
So he just parry that jab rather than trading them.
As Sam has pointed out, a little bit of a swelling underneath the eye of Hawley, but it's not coming up big or quickly. I think he's still got good visibility on that side as well.
See the difference in the hand defences
Yeah.
from both, like Davey on the way back and hold his feet a little bit more because he trusts his defence, whereas Hawley always seems to jump out or lunge in.
As he does again there. There is a case for saying Davey is the slightly more polished guy, but the only reason he's in the fight is because he showed proper minerals to get off the ground.
Lovely combination there from Davey. Put his work together very well indeed. 2-3 shots went in, all hit the target. So a decent response from Davey in this round.
Again, Richie, absolutely.
Yeah, considering he was down the round before.
Really good response from Davey.
Fair play. Take a shot like that and go over heavy. Just to get through the end of the round was enough to come back and win the next round in that style. That's a credit to him. Unreal work. So what's that now, Richie? You got it level now?
Yeah, I'd actually give Davey that round,
Yeah,
to be quite honest. And I've got it 66-66 at the moment.
Yeah. Absolute cracker. Sam, have you got it level as well,
Yes,
do you think?
Yeah, I do. I gave Davey that round. I thought he'd come out really strong.
I'll pay them both this compliment. This should be a 12-round proper title fight.
Absolutely.
It's that good.
I bet they're glad it's not.
And obviously, but in both boxers' mind, you know, they've never been. This is their first 10 rounders, so that's on their mind as well. Are they fit enough to do it? That goes through a boxer's mind. Trust me. But they're both in the same situation because it's the first 10 rounder for both of them.
8.
When you get to round 8, though, it's out the window. You're just taking it each round as it comes, ain't you? Especially in a fight like this.
They're definitely in the zone. And definitely
Good shots, Frankie Davey.
both can still go out and grab this Commonwealth silver title, but it's the opportunity that it represents more than the name on the title belt. Callum Simpson, the British, European and Commonwealth champion at the moment. Hamza Shiraz, largely rated by the best, as the best in this division in Britain at this moment, but it's not quite as deep a division in terms of talent as it was a few years ago, and if we get a winner tonight, that winner will start rising rapidly in terms of the rankings. Mind you, if there is a loser, Richie, whoever it may be, I think that man has also done himself a favour with the quality of this fight tonight.
Yeah, it's been a great contest up to now, hasn't it? It's very even. I think the speed and the flair is definitely with Frankie Davey, but James Hawley, he's found that shot, hasn't he? So we know how dangerous he is, especially on the inside, and again, he's rough and tough in that short and mid-range area there, and that's what he's got to do, try and drag Frankie Davey into boxing like that.
He just got out hustled there inside, Hawley. He got to where he needed to be. Davey let 3 shots go and then held on to him and just cancelled out his reply.
It's just that speed of punch, isn't it? It's just slightly better from Davey, just slightly. Too far out, just got to get closer, got to use that lead hand first to measure that distance, and then before launching that punch. Oh, you know what? He's gambling
risks
now. Yeah, he's taking some risks here, Hawley, because launching from too far out, he nearly walked on to an uppercut himself. So he's got to watch what he's doing here, Hawley.
Rich, do you think that is because he senses that he's being outboxed a little bit?
Yeah, maybe so. He senses that he's being boxed out at range, but rushing in like that, he's taking big risks, Paul, and he's risking walking onto a big shot.
It's another round that it comes to the last 30 seconds with the outright win in the round up for question. A big finish to this round either way might claim it, and it might yet be crucial because this fight overall seems to be extremely tight. One big scoring shot either way now, if there is to be one. Davies maintaining his composure.
Hawley isn't.
Yeah, that makes an impression on another level with the judges potentially, Sam. I think.
One person that's losing their shape, swinging, crossing their feet over. Frankie Davies holding his shape. Staying nice behind the jab, straight shots. That was a Davey round for me.
Richie?
Yeah, definitely. Just right towards the end there. A couple of good shots that probably just swung it Davies' way. Not a lot in the round because Hawley put a lot into it. But he's just been a little bit more inaccurate now as well, Paul. There was a couple of instances where he's launching the attack from too far out, falling short. Whereas Davey, yeah, he's scoring better. Not a lot in the round though.
Hawley has the air of a man who's telling himself, I'm going to have to dig deeper than ever before and make this massive effort over the closing couple of rounds. Davey, to me, looks very confident in the other corner.
This is where corners, like your corner team, are very important. You got to
Round
read Hawley the
9.
right act now. What have you got inside your son? Let's see it. Whereas Barry Smith would be saying to
Davey,
saying keep it the same behind the jab, nice, neat, tidy.
Davey from the centre of the ring. Hawley looking for an angle or two. Davey largely has kept his shape very, very well indeed. Once he relaxed after a couple of rounds and started to feel comfortable on this, the biggest stage of his career so far.
See, that's what Hawley's got to do. Right on cue, I was just about to say double up the jab, and that's what he's just done there. Double up the jab to close the gap down, then you can bring the right hand into play. He's just got to work a little bit harder for me, Hawley. He's just allowing Davey again just to dictate things from distance, and he's just having the slightly better of it when they are at distance.
Hawley corner, not particularly happy.
Oh, that was a great shot, you know, from Hawley, Paul. As they came together there, just caught him with a punch. That spurred him on a little bit. So a nice restart there from Hawley.
Been a bit stop-start in this round with a couple of the interventions. Crowd want to see it.
I don't think James Hawley had blocked a jab with his backhand all night.
No.
There's a lot of tension around ringside tonight, and I'm not sure that the corners actually need to be told to be quiet. There's so much at stake in this fight. We're getting a lot of interventions during this round. I think that's slightly unsatisfactory for the crowd here tonight. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the corner are making their faults known. The referee don't like it, but at the end of the day, like,
have a think about what's at stake for these guys.
There's a lot of passion. There's probably been 10 weeks of training every single day with these lads. So their heart and soul's gone into it as much as the fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we get back down to it.
A lot of passion in this one, and Hawley now coming on strong. This has been a better round for him at this stage for me, Hawley.
That's where Hawley needs to be.
Yeah.
Now let your hands go. He just needs that little bit of intelligence on the inside. I don't like that either, you know, when you're in the close and someone holds their arms out.
Yeah, forget that, don't do it. I don't like that either, just get on with it, don't wait for the referee.
What can Davey conjure up here late on in this ninth round?
Hawley's dragged him into this.
Yes,
this
he
round,
has, Richie.
into a bit of a toe-to-toe battle, and he's had slightly better of it for me in this round. Hawley's got right back into it.
Like a shot. Yeah.
I asked at the start of the round whether Hawley had it within himself to dig deep and produce more in terms of physical commitment. He did do that in that round, I
Definitely.
think.
Yeah. I think that's a Hawley round, and I think that's, if my maths is correct, that's all level going down into the last.
Yeah, on our scorecard, Paul, we've got 85-85 going into the last round, so...
That kind of work is what Hawley's probably
exactly
prevailed.
Again, a lapse in
on.
concentration from Davey, maybe. He's got to keep it at range, but a good round for Hawley.
One more of them, son. Just like the last one, you might just edge it. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, of course. Barry Smith will be on Davey to get back on his boxing, but at this stage, you're both tired, you're both sore. It's who's got more left in
Corners,
them.
10 seconds.
Both of them are at risk here of walking onto a big shot.
I felt that all
Seconds
night
out.
long, Richie.
10th
It will be a very
final
dramatic
round.
finale to an excellent 10-round fight here tonight. So here we go, and it's all on the last round. Hawley might have proven something to himself there, Sam, I think, in the last round.
I think he's going to go for this, Hawley.
Yeah.
He's really going to go for this now. Here we go.
He's loading up. Davey stands his ground, but Davey needs to find some space to give us some of his boxing here. Walk him down, they're telling Hawley.
Yeah, walk him down, and with that double jab, especially Paul. And that's it. This is the type of contest that he needs and he wants. It comes with risks, though, it has to be said.
It's certainly risky against an accurate puncher like Davey.
Yeah. But, you know,
he got it with a
shot.
Beautiful right hand, but Hawley took it very well indeed.
Yeah.
This is better. Tuck up, hands by the head, take a couple and then work back.
That's good work by the referee.
Oh, good uppercut. Oh.
Davey's not really getting going in this last round as he needs to do. It's been an excellent first half of this round from Hawley.
Yeah, he's dragged him in again, hasn't he, into his way of boxing. He wants that type of fight, does Hawley, in close.
He's really digging in here, Hawley,
Absolutely.
really digging in.
The pressure from Hawley. Davey responds. Best combination of the round so far. Hawley needs to keep it tidy. Just about remembered that. In the nick of time there. Last minute of an enthralling 10-rounder. Top of the bill, live tonight on the Box Nation YouTube channel.
Got work in there, Hawley.
Davey seems as though he's being outworked, Richie, frankly, in this last round.
Yeah, doing some good work on the inside there, though, Davey.
Yeah, there was a little glimpse, weren't there?
Yeah.
There's been glimpses, all right, guys, but sheer will, for me, from Hawley seems to be prevailing. There's still time in a fight like this for one more twist in the plot.
Yeah. Davey obviously feeling the pressure, feeling the pace. Got to try and box more, control this pace and the gap, but he's not. Hawley coming on, sustaining the pressure. Dogged and determined, James Hawley.
All came off a massive right hand. Davey's got to respond, and he's only got a few seconds to do it. Hawley has dug as deep as possible in the last couple of rounds. It looks like Hawley might just have prevailed. An outstanding effort from both men. Davey more than played a part. The way he got off the canvas in the 6th round will stay in the memory. He thrusts his arms into the air, but Hawley, who looked to me in quite a bad place after 7 rounds, running out of ideas, morale a bit low with the cuts, has he proven he's got championship pedigree by digging deeper on the run to the line.
Cracking last round. They both knew that I think they needed the round to win the contest. Hawley, for me, just probably done the better work in that last round. Volume of punches mainly from Hawley in the last round, I thought. That's just got him over the line, but it's nip and tuck. It could go either way, this one. I've just got Hawley ahead by a point, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's the other way by a point. It's one of them. It's very close, but I think Hawley, for me, on my scorecard, he's just got it.
Sam?
I can't decide, so I think they should do 2 more.
I was actually going to say that. Can we play extra time? Because it was that good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was. No, but I agree. I think Hawley just edged the last round. So I have him just edging it. But with rounds like that, with 3 judges, who knows? But yeah, fantastic fight.
It'll stay in the memory. You know, the boys on our firm, Box Nation, they were saying to me for weeks, you're in for a real treat. This is going to be really, really good. Davey against Hawley. They were right. But even now, who would dare forecast our winner? We are about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both boxers who gave their all. After 10 rounds of magnificent boxing, we go to the scorecard. We have a unanimous decision. Kieran McCann, 93 to 96. Terry O'Connor, 93 to 96. Sean McAvoy, 92 to 98. The winner, and now the new Commonwealth Silver Super Middleweight Champion. From Bromley, Kent, James Hawley in the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the brave and very talented Frankie Davey.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a main event. James Hawley, your new Commonwealth Silver Champion.
Oh, it feels incredible. Honestly, I'm lost for words. Firstly, all I want to say is a massive respect to my opponent. Listen, I called him an influencer in the build-up. It was all part of the build-up, the fight. I knew Frankie was a good fighter. He showed what a fighter is tonight, and he competed and do good things.
Absolutely a match of the year candidate. You both left it all in the ring. Tough opponent. You got the win. How much does this title mean to you?
If you... Done. If you knew where I was in my life 6 months ago, done. Tell them. I didn't want to be alive 6 months ago.
Look at you now. Look at you now.
This is one hard camp. This is one hard camp, and this is what I can do.
Good man.
Listen, that wasn't the best meet tonight. I'm not making no excuses, but Frankie is a great fighter. You can't take anything away from him at all. If that was any other man in there tonight, I feel I would have done a demolition job, and Frankie gave me a hard fucking night. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably the toughest fighter I've been in there with in the ring, sparring. He's one hell of a fighter, and he's going to go on to do big things.
Frankie, let's bring you in together. Frankie, I was just saying to James, match of the year candidate, no doubt about it. If there's one thing for certain, nobody can call you an influencer boxer anymore.
No, they definitely can't. I strongly believe James didn't believe that anyway in the build-up, but it was a good selling point. And that's what boxing is. It's the entertainment business. And if you do call me a so-called influencer, that's what I'm good at. So I think for a supposed small hall show, even though everyone in here knows this isn't small hall shows, but for that, look at who turned up. Thank you everyone for coming, supporting both of us. For a show like this, and the turnout, the buzz around the fight, everyone was talking about it. All the big names in boxing were hyping it up. It's a credit to both myself and James. So I should have put James first there.
I said to James, match of the year candidate without a doubt. Even though you two went at each other a little bit in the build-up, there was clearly respect there between the two of you.
Yeah, I believe there was. Sorry to butt in. I knew James was a good fighter, but for me, with the influencer stigma, it was my time to prove that I can step up and do that. I came up short here, but I think I showed a good account of myself in doing so. I don't believe the scorecards were that wide. However, it doesn't mean anything. A loss is a loss, and that's what it is. As for the influencers and things like that, people know that I'm not that. And I think I've just said that, but this proves that. Thank you very much for James for being a strong contender and giving me my first L.
I have one final question for you, and I think everybody in the arena wants a yes to this. Will you give him the rematch?
Oh, 1,000,000% I give him the rematch. He deserves the rematch. 1,000,000%. If the rematch doesn't happen, this was an English title eliminator. He just said he's done. This is a title eliminator for the English title. Troy Williamson's the man with the English title. So I got massive respect for Troy Williamson, but I'm coming for every title in the division.
Frankie Davey, fantastic tonight. The both of you, match of the year candidate. But tonight, James, is your night. Final word to you.
I just want to say a massive thank you to all my sponsors. If it wasn't for these people, it wouldn't be possible. Johnny, McCann, Albie from ACB, Callum Lee, Raymond, so many of them. Without these people, I couldn't do a full camp this camp, so it was great. And my team, Sam Mullins, Obed, Danny, Harry, Joanna, everybody in my team, my mum, my dad, everybody, they've all been a part of my journey, and if it wasn't for them people, I wouldn't be in this ring today.
Frankie.
Say one thing, I just want to say congratulations to James. I'll always be humble in defeat. It's a gentleman's sport, and I want to thank everyone for coming. I don't want to take the shine away from him, so go and enjoy your time with your family. We both train hard. Thank you everyone again for coming.
Make sure you hit this man's brand up, mandatory. I had a bit before I got in the ring tonight.
Let's have some cake in the change.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, Match of the Year candidate, your new Commonwealth Silver Champion, James Hawley.